Pégate y sígueme el juego. Sola, creo. Y a tus amigas hasta luego. No dices explicaciones, solo vente. Tu mente malvada, eso yo lo sé. En tu mirada yo lo puedo ver. Te mata mi...
Might be the top of the top. This is pretty incredible. This is pretty incredible, and the only thing I could chalk it up to is destiny. And God, are we blessed that this is our destiny. There aren't even words. How can you describe what's never been done? How can you try to make sense of a miracle? I not only feel it, it's what fuels the films. That's how we've gotten this far. It's what makes us want to reach higher. I feel it on this carpet, but quite frankly, the real reality, or the real truth, is that standing here goes beyond the studio, it goes beyond the cast. It's the hundreds of millions of fans over the last quarter century that I feel with us right now. I feel like they're all celebrating this moment. I feel like anybody and everybody that's ever been a Fast fan, whether they started 23 years ago, whether they started 2 years ago, I feel like they stand with us here before the Coliseum. I feel like what's special about this is the evolution. What's special about this is that the fact that the story and the saga continues, but also what's special is you can tell you're feeling that it's the beginning of the end. And we all know as storytellers, in order to tell a good story, you must have an ending. And yet, at the same time, it's bittersweet because this is because this has been such a part of your life, your adult life. So it's bittersweet. You know, I guess that's how it goes. You go get an Oscar, then you come over to Fast. It's a beautiful thing. We're very, very fortunate.
Insane. 2,000 years of history embodied into one building. But you know what's crazy? The symbol of the Colosseum is so beautiful. To me, it's like the suppressed man or the suppressed human having to fight and claw their way out to survive in society. And it's a show of how cruel the world can be and how the human spirit can get past it. I mean, it is a 2,000-year-old building, but it represents, what I mean by cruelty is people used to stand around and sit there and enjoy people getting killed. You know what I mean? It was gnarly. But it was the human spirit that kept them, loving the gladiators. It was the human spirit that said, this is the force of humanity. That man in there fighting for his life represents the human spirit. And if he wins and survives, then that is the capacity of being human, that you can fight adversity, win, and be accepted back into society. And I think that nobody represents that better than us. They're in for a lot. To be fair, like, Momoa is a villain to be reckoned with. He's psychotic and very, very strange, eccentric, and very funny for a bad guy. I think that they will love the ride that they're going on. I mean, you've never seen Rome the way that we shoot Rome. I'm super stoked about all the action that we get to unveil. I think that all the characters have grown so much into their own skins, and so to see them just let loose is going to be exciting. But I think ultimately at the end of the day, what we're doing is we're inviting everybody to come and walk the sunset with us, Everything great has to come to an end of sorts. And I think that this is the beginning of the process of passing the torch on to a younger, generation and see what they do with it. Oh, I have a feeling that people are going to be slightly annoyed at us by the end of the film, because you know, it's you don't do that to people. You don't leave them hanging like that. And so, yeah, prepare to be left hung, whatever that means. But yeah, you'll know what I mean when you check out the movie. But I think you'll enjoy it.
No, it's pretty good for green screen. No, it's amazing. At Magic Hour, the lighting is amazing. Everybody looks beautiful. So yeah, it's what an honor. What an honor, right? It's like a once in a lifetime experience. We do. You know, I mean, even just being able to walk around Rome and sightsee a little bit, it's amazing when you travel around the world and people feel like they're connected to you. You know, and it's not just, I'm a fan and, you know, let me get a picture. It's like they want to share a personal story and what the, you know, movies, you know, meant to them growing up or what they mean to them now, right? And it's really, it gets really, you know, humbling and emotional, right? So what an honor to be a part of something like that, you know, and have, you know, and, you know, it might sound a little corny, but have family members wherever you go around the world, you know, because of a film, right? It's pretty cool. Yeah, this one you have to rank it as, at least for myself, one of the best in the franchise. And, you know, I was trying to figure out what makes this special, what's the magic sauce. And I think there's a few ingredients, you know, we have the familiar characters that you've grown up with, but, you know, instead of feeling like, hey, you know, people are getting a little too old for this, it's like, you know, you appreciate being able to grow up with these family members, with these characters. And then, again, in terms of characters, we have these new characters, these new ingredients that aren't just toppings, they're fabrics of this recipe, you know, and who they represent as people off camera, you know, they bring that to the whole ethos, you know. And then you have the cool cars, you know, I love, you know, the representation of the car community, you know, it's grounded, it feels, you know, realistic to a degree. It's still fast, so we do some outrageous things, but, you know, it's grounded, right? And yeah, and then you got Louis, the new director. He just puts his, you know, how can I say, it's like he puts that French butter in you know, in the recipe, and it's just delicious for some reason. But it's his unique flavor, so it's amazing.
Oh, no, this is insane. It's insane in the best possible way. Except I am freezing my ass off right now. It's so cold here. But you know, when we shot the scene, which was supposed to be in LA on a nice sunny day, it was also freezing. It was so cold. And you know, you're not supposed to show that, but I'm beginning to tremble now. Wonderful, amazing. And you know what's great? They really are like a family. They really are. And you know, a lot of that has to do with Vin as well, because he's a very family-oriented fellow. I've met his family, and of course he has the most gorgeous wife. You could die from her. I mean, I would propose to her even. She's gorgeous, and the children are lovely. And he's so proud of them, obviously. And every once in a while he'll send me a little video of one of them doing something, or riding a horse, or at Christmas opening presents, out of the blue, which is very sweet. I mean, that's nice. The biggest surprise? Oh, Chris Ludacris. I mean, I just sat, you know, we were at a table. I haven't seen the movie yet, but we were at a table ostensibly in my backyard, the grandma's backyard. And I looked down the table and I went, no. My God. And I said to him, are you Chris? I said it like that, are you Chris? Yeah. He said, yeah. I said, oh my God. Now, you know, we're kind of text buddies. We talk now and then. I send him little messages. I send him little political stuff sometimes. I have no idea where he stands, don't care. And I was absolutely astonished that he was there. I honestly, him of all people, I don't know why, I never expected that. Oh, he is lovely. He is absolutely lovely. And he sent me, I got his telephone information, so I texted him after I got home from England, from shooting. And he wrote me the loveliest note saying, you know, we had no idea, you surprised all of us. He said, you taught us a big lesson. He said, at least you taught me one. He said, you take your work very seriously. And he said, I thought you were very touching in the scene. I was astonished. Wow. And he's a very articulate fellow. Just because he raps doesn't mean he doesn't know how to use the language beautifully.
I think all of them just keep upping the ante. So, I actually haven't seen it. That's actually the most fun, is when you haven't seen it and you get to see it on video.
I mean, it's amazing. It's almost like, how is this my life? Like, I don't... This is amazing and so exciting, and it almost feels right because Fast and Furious, you know, we don't do things small and we don't do things quietly, and this is the epitome of that. So they're in store for some big surprises. They're going to get some laughs, they're going to get some sort of frightening and sad and scary moments, but there's going to be a whole lot of action, a whole lot of excitement. So, oh, it's so exciting, and the people, every time we get new people, it's amazing how they just slot in so easily, and I think that's just like a testament to the culture that those, that especially the original kind of cast have cultivated, and I felt it when I joined, and it's just so wonderful to see how everybody just like, it's like, you're one of us now. I love Louis Leterrier. He is just such an amazing human and so talented, and he came in and just with almost so much ease. I'm sure he would be like, it really wasn't easy, but he just had so much ease and brought so much calm and like just really slotted in just so perfectly. And we were just, I've worked with Louis once before, and when I heard it was him, I was like, ah, great, perfect, beautiful. And it really was. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's considering that we all live all over the world in different places, and it's amazing how connected we still are, and then when we all get to come back together, it's really, really amazing.
I thought it was done. All of a sudden, I get a call, and they wanted me back for Fast 10. I was super excited about it, and of course, to be a part of the franchise and coming back again for the big hurrah, and representing the Brazilian, Portuguese-inspired culture, which is great. So we had a great time shooting in London. I'm so delighted to be back. Rome's an understatement. Next to the Coliseum? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is over the top as it comes, but as for the franchise, they earned it. They earned it. Listen, shooting in London the entire time for my scenes, most of it was taking place in London. I had a blast. I got a chance to see Abbey Road and did some sightseeing, and it was amazing. It was amazing. It was there about 2.5 months, and luckily they speak English well, so it wasn't too much of a transition, but good music, great food, and I loved it. And I'm a gin drinker, so there was tons of gin there. Yeah, it was like a celebration, almost like him coming back and celebrating the camaraderie he has globally. So he came back, and now he's in Brazil, but the infatuation we had and the love we have for him in almost every continent it was an immediate plug of what had happened from, as opposed to Fast 5, where it was the condescending, challenging egos, and then it was like, he's my brother, I'm gonna do whatever. So to work side by side by Momoa and Diesel was it was biblical. So I got lucky.
No, who thinks that? This doesn't happen. This doesn't happen. I mean, it happens because it's happening right now, but no, this isn't normal. But we should make it normal. Oh, wonderful. I feel just really lucky. Before I even came to set, Vin had just brought me into the family, and I was able to meet a lot of the cast before, and I felt really comfortable, which helps so much because you're always dealing with new kid at school, trying to figure out like, what are the sets going to look like and who are the people going to be, and to be able to come in and feel comfortable and know everybody that I was working with before I set foot on set was just so helpful. Yeah, I don't know if that saying's true. I think do work with your heroes. You can always learn something. In this case, I got to be on the inside and see how these films that mean so much to so many, including myself, why that is. And it's because there's a lot of thought and care and heart put into it. I do. I mean, I like doing all kinds of things, but I have a body and it does things right now, so I feel like I should use it while I can.
Out of body experience, it's incredible. There's so much excitement, but also so much love. The love that I can see in the cast size, in the producer, the studio. It's been a year, but I really feel part of this family, and it's really a family with a capital F. Everybody's involved in it. I had to pinch myself every day. And every day I had out-of-body experiences. Every day I was calling action, but forgot to cut because I was watching the movie. I was shooting. I was like, oh, this is amazing. Oh wait, cut.
And now here you are.
I had some help from Spiro Zatos and his amazing team, but it was actually quite hairy because you remember we did it for real. Everything was done for real. That ball was 1.2 tons. It was set on fire. It was rolling down the street, and we had to stop it. Thank God we had Dom Toretto and his amazing Dodge Charger. I mean, obviously it's a ride. It's a thrill ride, and really a ride like I haven't seen in a long time. The emotion also. I want the characters. Just so many newcomers. We're welcoming new members of our family, but also our family is evolving. New stakes, new challenges, and a new period of their life. It's been a quarter of a century. It's a long time. It's beyond amazing. I mean, we have 4 Oscar winners. We have, just the greatest cast. It's a dream cast. That also was insane when I came on set. Every day I was meeting and directing my favorite actor. Like, oh, here's Charlize Theron today. Oh, here's Brie Larson. Oh, here's Nathalie Emmanuel. Vin Diesel. And that was amazing. That was a regular day for me. Like, imagine a year and 6 days of that. I'm in heaven. People are going to scream at the end of the day. I mean, they're going to. We've had standing ovations during press screenings. It's never happened. People are going nuts. I mean, yeah. Hold on to your seatbelt. It's going to be...
Absolutely not. I had no doubt that this was going to happen. No, sorry. I had all doubt that this was going to happen. This is amazing, and Rome is a beautiful city. I've never been, so this is my first time, and I'm really excited to see all of this. It's insane, honestly. It's so cool to see all of them again. I'm so excited to see them. Best part about filming, a lot of stunts were pretty cool. The iconic barbecue scene was also really cool, so a lot of those things were cool. Rita's the best. Like, I could work with her absolutely every day. She's the best. I know, I did get to dance with Rita Moreno. That was a big highlight of that whole scene, and honestly the whole movie. He would be doing right now, he would be driving. Driving, doing insane stunts, because that's what he does. So, honestly, I don't know. I'm ready for anything, so I'm really excited.
I would have to say tonight is next level. I mean, I looked at Vin and I was like, Vin, this is surreal. And he was like, I know. Like, it's absolutely, I mean, it's incredible. It's just incredible. I'm excited to see them react to the flashbacks because we go back to 5 a bunch. I'm excited to see how they react to the cliffhanger at the end because there's a big one, and the tags. I'm excited to see like how they react to the tags. First it was Michelle. Michelle broke me in, and then John Cena. Yeah, it was really fun. I love it. I just want to keep doing them. I want them to get more and more intense.
The trick with Fast and Furious is don't think, just react. Because if you try to think, they'll come up with a better idea, and then not only do you feel inferior, you get stressed because you realize, how am I going to exist in this crazy universe? I mean, this is crazy. It's crazy. I think the more reps you get, and I also think this is why you get that family environment with all the originals, because man, do they know their characters, and they're just freewheeling and having fun. Me coming back for the second time, I had a little bit more of that familiarity, that comfort. And I was encouraged to kind of put some depth to the personality. And the environment here to take chances, Jason's character being a great example. It's an open environment, and it encourages you to be your best. Damn, I just wanted to see the movie. I stay for the whole thing. And I'm really excited about that because people are going to be talking. But I'm excited for him to see the movie. I just think it's really edge of your seat.
It seems to be, yeah. I think, and the drama that surrounds Deckard Shaw is kind of inevitable. You know, he's a bit of a hothead, and we've seen him cause multiple disruptions within the world of Fast and Furious. So yeah, it's nice to be back, and you know, we have to bring him back to sew up some unfinished business. So we get a head-to-head with Han, and yeah, I'm not going to tell you what happens. I was very excited. I got an email and saying, "You won't believe this, the premiere's at the Colosseum." I was like, "Yes." I've never been to Rome, so it was, you know, two major things for me. See get next to the Colosseum. In fact, we had a tour of that yesterday. In fact, this morning. And then we went around the Vatican. I've been the biggest tourist the last couple of days. So to be here outside the Colosseum promoting Fast and Furious, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I got sort of brought into the world of Fast and Furious, and you know, it's been a tremendous ride. I've been in a couple of them, and you know, there's no fans quite like the Fast and Furious fans. They are special in many ways.
Not far from here, in ancient Rome. So, yes, I mean, what an incredible situation. What a great place to start our movie off from. You know, we destroyed Rome, and now we're rebuilding it. Yes, in a way, I think the characters, or at least the characters' relationship was absolutely born out of our relationship off the screen. Which is, it's great that you can do that, isn't it? That you're in a piece of work that's malleable enough that you can use those elements. And no, absolutely, I think Queenie and Dom are, their relationship is totally born out of our real relationship in life. Yeah. Absolutely, of course I feel it. It's extraordinary, you know. It comes from that well of font of love and energy and affection that Vin has, and he's put everyone together, and the glue that holds us all together is the glue that he's created by this. So, but it's palpable. It's very clear. Absolutely, you know. There's a commitment and and a heartfelt dedication to the work that all of these actors share.
You guys are just teaching me now. You guys are like, go hard or go home. And for me, I just feel like a little kid seeing things for the first time. I mean, I just had to pinch myself every time because I couldn't believe that I was there. But Vin is also very good on asking those questions like, what do you feel? What are you feeling now? Are you grateful? So he would make sure that everyone was living in the moment. And yeah, that's why he always make people, how can I say, live special moments and live in the moment. Yeah, that's very special for me. Oh my God, I mean, I've always admired him. But I didn't have a crush on him. Maybe I was the only girl in the world. No, I was thinking all the time, oh my God, I can't even imagine how many girls would give their life to be in my place right now, being licked in the face by Jason. So yeah, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I will be able to keep this secret for long. Like, you know who licked my face the other day? Jason fucking Momoa. But yeah, but it was easy to keep that secret because now everyone will watch it.
I mean, it's like, it feels like a cinematographer lit it, and it's like just too perfect. Yeah, it's so amazing. It is. It's over the top and unreachable, and yet here we are. I don't think you have to know them to feel it. I think it comes through in the movies. It's so authentic, and it's infectious. It's really, yeah, I'm so bummed that Jason isn't here because I feel like, the majority of my work is really with him, and it was really nice to kind of kick the movie off with him. And but I think we're representing him in spirit, and I can't wait to see what he did in this movie because just the little that I worked with him was just mind-boggling.
I yawned through most of the call. I told him I'd call him back. No, I mean, I can't, this is a dream come true. I mean, both being a part of the film, joining this cast, I mean, I can't, I was on stage today at a press conference looking down the aisle, and it was just like, look at these legends. You know, I think 4 Oscar. I mean, it's just, I can't believe it. I can't. And the fact that we're here, debuting it is kind of fitting for a film of this size and scope. You know, but it's a dream come true. Oh, you know, I read the script before joining, and I said then, I called my team and I go, this is the best version of Fast yet, by far. The story just, it's the best of what it can be. And that's not knocking the other films, excuse me, it's not knocking the other films or trying to take anything away from anybody, but it surpassed the, you know, one of those rare instances where what we filmed surpassed the script, you know, and so I say it with confidence, this is the best Fast yet. On the one hand, you know, you have somebody fighting for family, and you know, we continue to reinforce that family without borders is something worth fighting for. You know, but there's a need for order, and there are people fighting for that too, and that also can have great definitions and can get a little messy. So, you know, there's a lot of duplicitous fun in this film, and I think people are going to like it. It's sort of art imitating life, you know. I think I too don't know where I stand on most things. But yeah, thank you. It was a lot of fun to play somebody who's kind of unpredictable, you know.